Bucks, go Bucks. Go Bucks, go Bucks. Go Bucks, go Bucks. Go Bucks, go Bucks. First and goal, we gotta tough it out. Get in the end zone and call a hot route. O-line of beast, Mike down the street. And have Humphreys run right underneath. You know it's Bucks ball, we got the hardest D. Bring the pressure to the QB. You know it's routine, we got hard greaves. Welcome to Tampa, welcome to Tampa. Go Bucks, go Bucks. Reppin' for my team. Go Bucks, go Bucks. You know we want the ring. Go Bucks, go Bucks. Welcome to the Bay. Go Bucks, go Bucks. Tune in with Buccaneer Blade. Doug's back, we can run the toss. Mike Evans looking like Randy Moss. And Jameis making play after play. On the defense, you can't stop Levante. On my boy McCoy, who you can't avoid. At the Raymond James, you about to feel the pain. If you a Bucks fan, make a lot of noise. If you a Bucks fan, make a lot of noise. Bucks, go Bucks.
Looks so funny. Different angle. Alright, we're up and running. Time is running. We're live. Welcome back, everybody, to another live stream edition of Bucnblake Sports. With your host, Mr. Buccaneer Blake himself. I know he's back. The Buccaneers are back. I'm back. I'm happy to be back. Get everything rolling. Lots been going on lately with life and stuff like that, getting things acclimated, making adjustments and all that, and trying to do some stuff I wanted to do, and it's just like making an agenda for yourself, and you got to stick to it, and then stuff like this, constantly putting stuff up, so you guys get used to a pattern, so you can be there and check this stuff out, and I could keep going with it. But today I'm just gonna go over some stuff that's been happening in camp. I ain't got a whole lot of notes today. I want to do everything kind of like free verse, like if we're having a conversation, since the first time back. Normally I have my notes and stuff, but today I kind of wanted it to be, real, straight from me, straight from my memory bank, the stuff I wanted to talk about, and stuff that's been happening. And I'll be doing some audio stuff, so I can't always do video editing all the time. But I'm going to do a lot of audio stuff and post that, some radio shows and stuff like that, so you guys check that out and listen to it as you drive, so you don't have to watch the video. You can listen to audio. Sometimes it's a little better for people listening to audio. So I'm going to try to be a little diverse with that. It'll all be on the website at www.bucnblakesports.com. You'll be rerouted to nearchi.com. So, check the Twitter and the Instagram out. That stuff will be on there. And I'm going to try to get that out constantly. Check out the blogs. I do a whole lot of blogging. So make sure you check that stuff out, the topics I put up, and stick carriers and stuff like that. But let's keep rolling. So let's start off with what's been going on here with the crew, the stick carrier crew and all that I've been in touch with on Facebook, checking them guys out, seeing their stories, their cool posts, and the stuff that they got going on, and how they're Buccaneer fanatics. You just kind of feel like right at home when you go on that little group. It's pretty cool. You got some of your friends in there, some are friends of friends, when you all share the same desire. And the most I've felt in there is nothing but love, and everybody's perspective on stuff, and that's pretty much what I like. I like to hear people's perspective on things, whether it's different than mine or not. You just don't get angry about it. You just kind of listen to it. But week 1 we'll be going to Miami. It's in Florida. You kind of gotta go to that one if you're a Buccaneer fan and you're in Florida, so you should be able to go check that out. Well, I'll be checking it out. We're catching a bus ride there. Bought some tickets with Andrew Deason and Anthony and Eric White. We should be going down there to Miami. I'm gonna try to see if I can get Daryl to go too. He's like my little brother. And see if he can come, because I know he likes, he's a huge Buck fan. He's a little young dude. Check him out, Daryl. I know you're watching this, so hopefully we can get you out there too. Where are we at? It'll be interesting because Brent Grimes and Miko Grimes will go back to Miami. I already know she's going to be running her mouth about that, and especially if we win and Tannehill plays like garbage or plays bad, she's going to roast him alive and throw him to the wolves. So that should be an interesting game. a game we should win. We just got to handle business, man. Everybody says, how are we going to do? How are we going to do? We're going to make the playoffs. We're going to do that. My motto is still the same, like Derek Brooks's was. He said he's just trying to make the roster. I tell you, I'm just taking it one game at a time. Andy, the Nicaraguan Giant, Nicaraguan Nightmare. That's my thing. Just take it one game at a time, and that's pretty much it. I know I don't usually wear stuff like that. As y'all can see, it's been a while. I let my hair growing out a little bit here. I'll probably let it ride to the end of the month, and I'll go back to a short and clean cut. I had a lot of facial hair too. I had to cut that off, so it's been a lot. Lots been changing around since you guys see me. Where we at? Week 1. Off season's been pretty decent. No injuries. Hard Knocks should view on August 8th. I know a lot of people will be watching or get a chance to watch it. They'll watch it later. Check it out. It should be interesting. Interested in the stories. Is it going to be Anthony Allclair, the tight end from Canada that went undrafted? Will it be Steven Tutuatu from USC? I know he's tired of me and him been talking on Twitter. He's tired of hearing, the living in the car thing with his mom, with his wife and all that stuff. I know, but that'll probably be one of the stories. People will get a better look at Jameis Winston. Chris Godwin showed out in camp. Don't know if he's going to get much love on there. Big Charles, Buccaneer, Jack Britt Buccaneer, one of the original Buccaneer crews. What was that? All clear. Steven Tutuatu, Jameis Winston. Jackson will probably be in there. It'll be interesting watching the battles going on in there, and these young guys battling for jobs and careers and all that. And it's tough. I have a dilemma. As I get caught up myself as with a player, and I get caught up with what's really going on in life. And when I get upset, I said if I ever got drafted in the NFL, if I ever played a professional sport, I would dedicate myself to helping those that are less unfortunate, those who don't have an avenue, those who don't and won't ever have chances to do things and get things in life because that's the situation they were put in, and it's not their fault that they grow up like that or whatever the case may be. I did it. I promised myself that's what I would do. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. I'm right here in front of you. I'm not going to say the same old story because of injuries or whatever. But that's my story is a little different. But players today, I guess everybody likes to say they get paid in these leagues now, these NBA getting these monster contracts, and NFL, asking for more money and all that, and guys get paid and they don't play like they used to or stuff like that. But on the flip side of it too, these teams cashed you out like yesterday's garbage. I mean, it's like modern day. What up, Armando? It's like like modern day gladiators, man. You're here today, you're gone tomorrow. People get butthurt about it. But it is what it is. I mean, it's rare that you have organizations that'll take care of you like that, be straight up with you like that. But it's not going to happen with everybody. You can't. Unfortunately, you can't. Everybody can't be on the same level as the franchise QB, a guy who's just trying to make the roster. They're not going to be as honest with you because you're a dime a dozen. A guy like you comes through every year, during the season. They look at guys, looking at talent, try to find people, and it's just tough, trying to keep the love of the game and business, together but separate. And I just see that now with modern day. Everybody's after the dollars, but the heart in the game is not there, especially basketball. Yeah, Jay, give me 1 second. I'll get on that. Players today. I got my buddies that play in the league, and the first thing you ask them, they say it's a business. It's a business, and that's just what it is. People are just gonna have to, learn how to deal with that, and it's just crazy. That's just what we have to do today. Yes, John. Today's NFL players should be getting paid more money the sport is more contact. People do have to put in a little bit more effort. I've said before, 82 games in NBA. You don't get 82 games. I'm not gonna say everybody. Let me take that back. Not everybody. And James Harden made a point. League MVP should be people who played all the games and not take games off, not due to injury, because now you're robbing the fans, the people that paid to come and see them play, and stuff like that. That was my only gripe about NBA players, because I watch a lot of those games, and those guys are giving subpar performances, taking games off, and not even really caring. That's the part that I'm upset about. I'm not upset about a man making money. I'm upset about his lack of effort. Your lack of effort is what I'm upset with. I'm getting close as I'm saying it. Your lack of effort is what makes me upset about the money that you're getting. If you're putting in work, you're working hard. James Harden, I'll keep saying that. The guy that was a backup went to another team and is putting that team on the map, and he's never complained. Never complained. He works hard every day and didn't complain about not having enough talent. Didn't complain about none of that. Didn't complain about money, and it happened. And he got paid. He's one of the highest paid players in the league, and he earned it. And I can't get upset about that. He earned it. I can't say he has lack of effort. Now let me get on to what John's talking about. NFL players about to get paid more, though. I mean, Richard Sherman has a point. They should. NFL makes more money than NBA at the end of the year, the fiscal year. They come up with more profit. I think it was $9 billion more. But and then everybody has the argument of 53 players. Well, I think I don't know if you're going to break it down in the caliber of the player and what bracket you fit in. You're a marquee player. Where do you fit in? What kind of contracts? Is it paid by positions? That's going to be kind of broken down too. I mean, the most important position on the field, I think, is the coaching and the quarterback. Head coach and the quarterback have a whole lot to do with the way the teams are. Wide receivers, running backs, and all that stuff can be interchangeable parts, but the most important part on the field is the quarterback position. I don't believe wide receivers should be getting paid $100 million, because you can find receivers every year, and as long as you have a quarterback to get to them, Tom Brady proved it. You don't see New England Patriots overpaying guys on the roster. You swap them in and out. Guys who want to be there, guys who want to work in the system, guys who want to win. And it's a proven recipe. You don't need guys like that. But I'm kind of getting off the topic. They're about to get paid more. Everybody keeps complaining about if you're going to ask for more money, then that means you're going to put out more effort. Are you going to put on a better show for people? Are you going to put more work into it? Because there's some NFL teams that don't deserve a lot more money because they don't produce anything on the field. It's the same thing year in, year out. Half a performances each year. Franchises don't make any changes for fans. Fans religiously show up there because they love the game, they love their city, whatever it is, the reason that they're there. And then they don't get kickback from the league and all that, and the competition level and stuff like that. So if they're going to get their money, then the league's got to come out and say they got to put in more work. And saying if they don't put in more work, do you take checks from them? Do you make deductions from them? What part are you talking about? That's true. You talking about the effort part, John? You talking about if you're going to ask for money, then you got to put in more effort. That's what you're talking about, right? As I see, if you can't see, it's a live stream, so I can see the people talking. But yeah, you're going to have to put in more effort. Now, if that be that, do you take money from them? I said you getting. I've defended players because I am a player myself. People say, "Oh, well, Zeke Elliott, why is he going out?" I'm like, so you're gonna tell me you're gonna sit here and say you're gonna tell a 22-year-old to sit in the house like he's 40 with a family and a kids? That's not gonna happen. You wouldn't do it, so why are you gonna ask a 22-year-old man to do it? Nah, I know what you're saying. Oh well, he's getting paid now. He does. Yes, effort and team don't make changes from year to year. Yes, that's the only argument with it. Yeah, effort and team don't make changes. Like I said, do they deserve that? It's going to be interesting how you're going to work that out, because some teams don't do anything differently. But he does need to be mindful of the company you keep, because you're based on the company that you keep, whether you do something or not. I said I've got some bad friends that they get a lot of mischief that I grew up with. And if I was with them with that, you kind of get thrown into the mix whether you're a bad guy or not. And it's weird how the world's so quick to judge you. And Mo Hudson, I started this talking about what I would have done, what I really wanted to do. Getting into the league was doing charity work, going to other countries, visiting people, talking to people that don't have opportunities that we have. And you only get mindful of that stuff when you get older. Growing up, I guess that's kind of happening. You witness stuff and you see stuff different. The world suddenly becomes slower for you, or your perspective is wider. How you doing, Don? It's good to see you. Well, it's good for you to see me, because I can't see you. And you see that as you get older. But yes, he does need to be mindful of that. He does need to show that he wants to be there. He needs to that he can handle the superstardom. That you're throwing everything at this dude at a very young age. That you're asking him to be mature like he's 30. He can't grasp that concept. A lot of you guys got on Jameis Winston when he was at Florida State. Well, I said it before. He's a young kid. He's like 19, 20 years old. What do you think he's going to do? He's a kid. He's not a grown man. Well, I mean, he is by age, but I'm talking about mentally, understanding, grasping concepts. He's not there yet. I said, and now he's came into the league and he's adjusted, but some of you guys still are holding on to that. You got to let it go. What's that you posted, Don? What's that little video or something? Like I said, I can see your little faces and stuff, but I can't see you. But you can see me. And I know you see down here, I'm trying to grow my dreads out like Jamaican style. No, I'm just letting it grow. I ain't drawing no dreads out. Where we at, John? I know I ain't seen you in years. You're a friend of mine for a long time. We played football together, John, and I'm glad that you're doing well. And you can see that I'm all right. Where was I? Told you I wanted to do this from memory, so you guys can. So this was more like a real conversation instead of me reading from a script like I normally do, trying to get through a certain amount of time frame. So I wanted to make this as real as possible, like we're having conversation. Where am I at? That's the only part you lose train of thought so quickly. Zeke, hanging out with friends, better company, and maybe hanging out with teammates. Dak Prescott was out here at a friend of a mine, but I get a lot of my gear and stuff from. Dak Prescott was here in Orlando at the camp out there where John Gruden does his stuff, and instead of out partying for the 6 weeks off, he was working the whole time here in Florida, and then flew out to California with the team. And that's what it's going to take. That's what it's going to take for players. If you want to earn that money, you got to put in that work. Granted, I know you want family time and all that. That's without question. You can't put in that much work on the job side, but be a sucky husband and a father. You got to do both, because I'm not going to always bash women and say, oh, they got to do this, and we have to do better too. We have to do better. We have to be there for our wives. We have to be there for our children. And I got to understand that the job it pushes you around and all that. And she doesn't have to work. She can just take care of the kids. She needs you. They need you. And they need to take care of our responsibilities and try to work them out with the best they can. It's communication. I'm still working on communication myself. In relationships with people, and relationships like relationships. When I'm saying relationships, I mean it is an entirety thing, not just with, you're with this girl, this guy. I mean with people, period. And I think we all need to work at it, especially today with social media and text messages and stuff. There's really no reason why none of us can communicate better. It just has to come within self. See how football can get you talking about life and things like that. It's why I've always been fascinated with the sport. You can tie it into life. You can tie it in there so many ways. But yeah, the money situation. Buccaneers can't Players look good. Chris Godwin showing out. Offensive line meshing together. I'm excited to see J.R. Sweezy get away. I know J.R. Sweezy's getting away. I've been trying to chase down some of these guys and get them, in an interview and stuff like that. So it's been kind of tough chasing them down with my schedule and their schedule. Daryl's talked me into going a couple of camps when I get out of work in the morning because I'm right down from Ray J already. So, give me 1 second. Hold on 1 second. And I'm down the street from Ray J, so I can get that stuff done. Man, get down there and check out the guys and get a couple autographs, pass out cards, check out people, get them on my website. I really want to do like a real fan interactive thing on my webpage, talking to guys on there. I already have a live thing. You guys can go on there and I can talk back and forth right off the webpage. But I really want to get into that, with fans going on there, telling their story, their Buccaneer story and stuff like that. I mean, I just think that would be just so awesome, hearing people's perspective and their greatest moments and things like that. I would love to hear that, and people send me videos and I could post it and all that. But yeah, I'm not gonna ramble for too long. Like I said, I'm back. Video will be posted. I'll put it on Facebook. I'll put it on bucnblakesports.com. Thank you guys for staying around, hanging around here, dealing with me and listening to me ramble on about football, life, and all these things like that. And I just enjoy conversating about sports and things that interest me. And we'll end this as we always do. You're the master of everything. What you do with your life, what you do with it is entirely up to you. Thank you, God bless, and fire them cannons.